guys, welcome to Arbitrary Mathematics channel. In this video, we're going to look at some questions related to geometry this topic, like finding the area of trapezium, area and circumference of circles, and etc. Without any further delay, come, let's look at the following examples. Alright, this is the first question of geometry this topic. The question asks us to find the area of this shape. Alright, so I believe most of the students, when they got this kind of question, right, then they will think this way. So to find the area of this shape, they will find the area of the three triangles here, okay, and then they will add them up together to get the answer, right? But if you see the question carefully, this triangle on your left hand side got no height given, right? There's no height given, and then the right hand side, the triangle here also got no height given. So actually, we can use the other way to solve this question. So we can use the area of trapezium to find the solution for this question, right? So anyone can tell me what is the area of trapezium? The area of trapezium is given by half times a plus b times with the height, right? So what is the meaning of a and b here? So a and b means you need to find two lines which are parallel, right? So in this case, we can see that this line and this line are parallel to each other, right? So we know that this is A, so this is B, okay? And you see here, so in the angles in a triangle, right? So we know that is 180 degree. So we take 180 minus 90 minus 45, we get 45 degree here, isn't it? So in other words, this triangle is an isosceles triangle, right? Meanwhile, for this triangle also the same. So here it's 45, here will be 45 also, right? So this triangle is also an isosceles triangle. Okay, so here is A, and then here is A also, isn't it? And here is B, here will be B also. And we can make one conclusion here. A plus B equals to 6 cm, isn't it? Alright, so let's start to apply inside our formula here. So area equals half times A plus B. So A plus B here we have 6 cm. And then the height is 6, right? The height is 6 cm also. Okay, so our final answer will be 18 cm square. Alright, so this one seems very easy, right? Okay, so let's move on to next example here. The next question here. So this question, given that area of the square is 40 centimeters square and asks us to find area of the shaded region. Okay, so to find the area of shaded region, right? So we know that we can take the area of the square minus the blank one, the blank area, which is the area of circle. Then we will get the area of the shaded region, right? This part, right? Okay, so to find the area of the circle, we know that the formula is pi r square, isn't it? Pi r square. And then the area of the square given here is 40 centimeters square, isn't it? So here we need to find the value of r. Okay, so r is the radius here, so we know that this is the center of the circle, and so here to the edge of the circle here is named it as r, isn't it? So in other words, the length of the square will be 2r. Agree? This will be 2r as well, because this is a square. Square have all the sides are equal. Okay, so area of square is 40 centimeters square, so we can times this together, we get 4r square equals to 40, right? And then my r square is 10, isn't it? So from here, we can substitute this value inside this equation, r square here. Alright, so our answer would be 40 minus pi r square is 10, right? So final answer, if you type in your calculator, you will get 8.58 centimeters square as your final answer if you round it off to 3 significant figures. Alright, so far so good, yeah? Okay, so the next example that I'm going to discuss here is a little bit tough here and a little bit complicated formulas and steps involved here. So let's start now. So the question gives us area of circle equals to area of rectangle, and circumference of the circle is 6.28 centimeter. The question asks us to find the perimeter of rectangle. Okay, first of all, we need to gather the information. The information given here is area of circle equals area of rectangle. So meaning that our area of circle is pi r squared, isn't it? So equals to area of rectangle. So if let's say here is a radius here r and here is r as well, right? Okay, here this part is not r, yeah, because some students will think this is a half of the diagram. Okay, so they will just assume this is r, but in fact it is not, unless the question says this line and this line are the same. All right, so this line actually we can put it as let's say I can put it as s, right? Okay, so how do we find the area of rectangle? So we know that it's length times height, right? Length times width. So it's r times r plus s. Agree? So from here, right, we know that we can cancel the r. So this one can cancel 1 here. So eventually we get a pi r equals to r plus s. Okay, so this is our first equation. And the second information given here is the circumference of circle is 6.28 centimeter. So circumference of circle means the perimeter of the circle. Alright, so the perimeter of circle is given by 2 pi r, right? So if you all know the formula, or if you're not sure, then you can refer back. Okay, so 2 pi r equals to 6.28. Alright, then I can make my r as my subject. Okay, so r equals to 6.28 over 2 pi. So eventually here I will get 3.14 over pi, right? And then I can substitute this r inside my first equation just now, okay, to get the value of s. Okay, so let's start now. So from here, right, so we can write pi, r is 3.14 over pi equals to 3.14 over pi plus s. Alright, so these two can cancel. So we have s will be equals to 3.14 minus 3.14 over pi. Okay, so you can leave it in this form first. Okay, so final answer here, the question asks us to find the perimeter of rectangle, right? So perimeter is equals to, so we can find the length of the rectangle, right? All the outer length of the rectangle. So these are the perimeter, okay? So we know that we have r plus s, alright? We have two sides, so it's 2r plus s, and then add up with r here, we have two sides also, so we have 2r here. And then we can substitute all this value inside. So r is 3.14 over pi plus s is just now is a 3.14 minus 3.14 over pi, right? And then add up with 2r is 3.14 over pi. Okay, so you all can use your calculator to type it out and then get the final answer. So the final answer will be 8.28 centimeter. So if you round it off to 3 significant figures. Alright? Okay, so the next two questions given here is, okay, so I want you to try these two questions and let's see whether you can get this answer or not. Okay, so here are the two questions here. So the first one here, actually you have a circle here, and then given the radius is 4 centimeter. This is the center of the circle O, and then the length here will be 12 centimeter. The question asks us to find the area. And then the next question is, you have a trapezium as well, right? So trapezium, and then you have the semicircle inside here, and the question asks us to find the area of the shaded region. Okay, given that this length is 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter is the diameter of the semicircle, right? And this is the 6 centimeter here. Okay, so happy trying these questions, and you all might post the question on the space below, okay, to tell me your answer. Happy trying.
That's all for our video today. I hope this video will be able to bring you guys some very useful information. If you like this video, like it, share it among your friends, and most importantly is subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any upcoming videos. I will see you soon on next video. Take care. Bye.